Hello everyone. I hope you had a very good trading day today. New year beginning. Hope you made some good profits. Let's explore what happened in Nifty today. Bank Nifty opened down and it went on to uh, bounce back and formed a new high. Then there was some areas of consolidation. Then later it dragged down slowly, as you can see. And towards the end of the day, we had a good rally upwards, and we'll see after a fall, the Nifty bounced back very strongly and then closed at a high. So that was the story of Nifty today. And Bank Nifty also had similar patterns. In fact, Nifty gave a much better closure. So let's start with the Nifty itself. Now, I have been giving FASP levels for intraday trades. Now, how you can use this for your trade setup? Now, as you map your FASP levels, you will know that at T2 levels and T3 levels, the market found severe resistance and then it started coming down. And whenever it came down to T1 levels, there was a strong pull up. So there was few opportunities in Nifty. But Bank Nifty was giving much better opportunities than Nifty when it comes to FASP levels. How you could have planned your trade? Probably whenever the Nifty was touching somewhere around T2 or T3 levels, you could initiate a CE position. And then as it reaches T2 levels, then you can initiate a PE position and then played both sides today. And it was a range bound day. So with this context, I'll show you how you can plan for tomorrow because I have cleared the levels for today and I have mapped the levels for tomorrow. So what can be the trade setup for tomorrow? Along with all the indicators and the regular trade setups you have, you can also club these levels and map it into your chart. Now, the first thing that you should wait and see is that where the market opens. And if you see, the first level of resistance is at T1, that is at 18265. And that's not a very big resistance. It's going to be playing out a little, a little weak resistance. Maybe it might even cross. And as it reaches T2 level, if at all it's opening at T2 level, my opening trade would be like taking a PE position and then look for the pivot ranges. When you add pivot, it will come as the day begins, you will find the pivot level. So from T2 to pivot would be my target. Suppose the market opens at T2 downside, then I will initiate a CE position and then my target would be pivot. So that's how my opening trade is going to be. And supposedly the market is opening at T3 levels, there is a good rally, then I would definitely wait and then initiate a position around this T3 level, which is 18,000 almost 400, and there could be a considerable reversal. And again, when it opens at T3, I will not wait till pivot, I will be targeting T2. So only when it opens at T2, I'll be targeting pivot. At T3 levels, I will target T2. There are also incidences where the market opens straight at T6 levels. Then that becomes a very good reversal point. I will target T5 and then start trailing it till T4. Because what happens is, as far as the levels are concerned that I have observed, if it is a range bound day, the market struggles to cross T3 on both the sides, right? These T3 levels are extremely difficult on a range bound day to cross and then sustain above. So I will use that as a resistance point and support point for initiating a contra position. So if it is a T3 here on the upside, I will initiate a PE position, and T3 at the bottom, then I would initiate a call position. So that is how I play. And in a trending day, possibly the market rallies up and then it reaches T6 level. Then I initiate here, and then every level I will be taking as a target, because the market has moved so much and it is almost a trending day. It's not almost, it is a trending day. So you cannot really be waiting too long to book your profit. So every level below that would be acting as a uh, profit target zone. And as it crosses, I will be starting to trail as much as I can and then collect it. So that would be the setup. And if you look at it for tomorrow, the T1 level is at 18,265. 304 is T2, almost 400 is T3, and 450 levels is T4, and it goes on up to 18,600. And there are also additional targets given, and you can map it to your charts if you want, or you can just use this as a reference, noting it somewhere else. So that is all about the Nifty. And similarly, there is a downside targets. Exactly what I said, you will have to apply it in a reverse context when it comes to downside. So supposedly it opens at T6, then I will be buying a CE position, and then T5 will be my target. As it crosses, I will be starting to trial it. T4 will be my next target, and so on. So given a range bound day, most likely you will find it trading between T3 on the higher side to T3 on the lower side. So that's about the Nifty. Now let's get into the Bank Nifty and check what happened here. In Bank Nifty, a similar thing happened, but then it was even more interesting. You'll see levels were playing out absolutely fantastic. It made some new highs, and then it started finding some sort of resistance. Then it started coming down, and then at one point it even breached and then came down strongly, like you see here. And there was a very big red candle coming in, and it sustained above. Then market gave a fantastic close, but it didn't, like Nifty, it did not give a new high, but instead it played within the range. So what I did here was just as there were levels here, I think it was T3, and you can see that there were a lot of large bars, wicks were forming here, right? And this red box indicated that there is a strong levels of rejection. And at the same time, whenever the market came here, there was a bounce back. And then I wanted to see if it is, forming a similar pattern like this here. And at this level, I found a strong strength. And I also found there is a large green candle. The base, the middle of it is used as a support. And then I checked if it is going to act as a good support point. So I was, taking multiple trades today. Whenever the market was reaching around this level, I took a PE position, and when it reached this level, I took a CE position. And almost throughout the day, I was playing PE position. And the second half, I changed my position to CE. So it gave me good returns. And when it breached here, still I waited because there was a strong pivot at this level. And then I still was holding on to my CE position because pivot usually acts as a strong reversal point. So I waited, and then naturally there was a bounce back, and then it ended here. So ending the day as a perfect writer's day. In Nifty, there was a momentum, as you can see. It went down and then it closed and made a high. Unlike Bank Nifty, it made a high. In Nifty, however, we were playing within this range. So that was a good profitable day. And let's look at what the scene looks like for Bank Nifty tomorrow. So for tomorrow, again, I have drawn the FASP levels. My opening trade would be basis the opening to a T2 level or T3 level. I'll be taking positions. And if it is T3, I'll be more than happy to initiate a position because T3 is usually a good reversal point. But considering it's Tuesday, we can expect a large gap up or gap down. But if it is playing at T3 levels, then I will use that as my entry point. My stop loss would be at T4 because if it is going to continue, then it is going to be a trending day and it might reach till T6, T7. So T3 will be my entry, T4 will be my stop loss. Same on the downside. T3 will be my entry for CE position and T4 would be my stop loss. And in case if the market is playing out within this range, I will observe if there are any sort of momentum building up, and if writers are still trying to control within a range, then eventually I'll be playing at T3 levels on both the sides. When it reaches T3 on the higher side, I will initiate P position. On lower side, I will initiate C position. and keeping the one level down and up as stop loss. If there is a significant gap and then it's opening at say that it is opening in between T4 and T5, then what do? I do nothing. I simply wait for the first 15 minutes candle to get over, and then by then the market will either reach T6 or it will reach below T3. If it is reaching T6, I am more than happy to take a reverse position. If it is reaching T3, then I would still wait, because whether from T3 it is going to take a reversal or not, I wanted to check. So if it is breaching T3 and then coming down, then the levels would be like T3 to T3. If it is sustaining above, then I will have to see what sort of trend is forming for the large part of the day. So for which, what I do is I usually wait for 1 hour. Maybe the opening trade 90% of the time I take, but the remainder of the day, how I will play. It's basis what happens in the first hour. Particularly on Tuesdays, I will be extra careful, because the tendency for market to trend is higher on a Tuesday, so I tend to wait and see. Basis which I will be initiating the positions. So these are the levels at T1 on the higher side is starting at 43, 314, and then it goes up to 43, 960. That is the T7 target. Similarly, on the lower side, it is at T1 at 43, 142, and T7 at 42, 652. So, for people who are into writing positions, there is another input I would like to give, both for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Usually, it's for intraday writing, you can consider T7 and T7 writing. Like as soon as the market opens, you can write 42,600 and 43,900. Just no wait. And if you want to be a little aggressive, probably you can take T6 writing and T6 writing. So that would be the play, and wait for any sort of breakout that happens. The stop loss would be at T7 on both the sides. So beyond that, don't carry your position, because if it trends and then it moves like say 500 points higher than here, then your writing will be in losing. So uh, plan your trades accordingly, play judiciously. Don't take aggressive positions. Still, this is in testing phase, and since a lot of people have asked how do I play with these levels, I am revealing it. Otherwise, this is still in experimental phase. So play carefully. Don't take over positioning, right? If you're in loss, just cut it as much as you can, and then exit it, and then get back to your older ways of doing things. This is for experimental purpose. Probably you can start off with a lot and see whether the results are paying off or not. So see you all tomorrow in the live trading session, and wish you all the very best. Thanks.